Hey everybody, welcome back to another video upgrading our AR. So if you guys saw in our last video, we upgraded the plastic handguard to include a metal rail from Ergo Grips, and that rail now allows us to accommodate a vertical grip. So just a brief intro into vertical grips in general before I jump into this really cool BCM grip. It's the 1913 Mod 3. So vertical grips originally came, I guess, to prominence in the when people began seeing photos from the SOP mod models where soldiers going to Iraq and Afghanistan were issued the SOP mod kits of the CAC, the Knight's Armament, vertical grip, the broomstick style, and all of a sudden it became a must-have accessory that everyone needed to have. And if you guys are more interested in a more in-depth view on vertical grips, their use, their history, what types of vertical grips might be better for you, go ahead and check out Lucky Gunner's article on vertical grips, and there's a blog by a guy named Matt. He runs a blog called I believe it's Everyday Marksman or something like that, and go ahead and check out, he has an article on vertical grips as well. So in short, the idea of a vertical grip is to provide more of an opportunity to brace your support hand against something, and then also to relieve your hands during times of fatigue where you're holding your rifle for an extended period of time. You can grip your vertical grip you can grip your rifle in a more ergonomic position. Now, the unique thing about this vertical grip is it's not a broomstick. It has more of a ergonomic type of grip. And it also has this innovative long row of teeth that allow it to clamp onto your rail and provide a more secure attachment, as opposed to ones that would just hang on one notch in the pick rail, one slot in the pick rail, and leave it at that. So this is definitely a more secure attachment system. Now, first of all, I want to say thanks to BCM for sending us the script to try out. And BCM really needs no introduction. They've been putting out quality ARs, quality parts for a very long time now. They're one of the highest trusted names, top tier one stuff. So they don't need my endorsement or my compliments or anything that I have to say. But I will go ahead and say that dealing with them has been really great. I mean, they are patriots in every sense of the word, strong Second Amendment supporters, and the products that they put out are really, really quality stuff. So if I have the chance to have it in my wallet to pay for a quality AR, BCM is probably the one-stop shop for that. But I'm honored to just have the chance to review their vertical grip, and anything BCM that I can put on my rifle is a great opportunity to have a quality piece from a good, well-known. It's not really for the brand name at this point. It's really just a quality piece that I know will stand up to hard use. And the vertical grip is a part that if you skimp on, if you get a cheap Chinese-made one, it's going to break on you, and you're not going to be happy. And you'll lose all your cool guy points at the range when you're showing it off to your friends. So definitely invest in a good vertical grip. And this one doesn't break the budget at all. I think it comes in under $20 or something. So for a quality vertical grip, this is the way to go. Now, a few things about this before I just go into the specs. This is the 1913 version. They have M-Lock. I think they have a key mod. They have a bunch of other versions. This is the Mod 3, so it's not the super long one. It's also not the super short, stubby one. It's just in the middle, which is what I like. Another thing, the angle is perfect. Perfect for gripping it like this, perfect in a modified C-clamp type grip, which I'll show you guys soon. For me, this angle is perfect, and you can also invert it for more of a handstop type. Now, BCM has other options. They have the CAG, which is more of a handstop. And like I said before, they have the other vertical grip sizes. So it came nicely packaged in a box like this, as such. Comes with the screw inside that you need to mount it with. As you see, it's retained by this square block over here, and that as you screw it in, you're basically tightening this clamping section more down until it hugs the rail perfectly. Let's talk about the texture. So no rough edges. Fit and finish over here the finish, we'll see the fit. The finish is perfect. Everything feels really good. Nice grippy texture over here. You see the BCM logo, pretty cool. The ridges over here remind me of the Magpul grip. Size is really ergonomic. I mean, I have medium-sized hands, and sorry for them being a little dirty. And I can grip it perfectly over here. Most of the time it'll be in this type of grip, but I can definitely grab it over here, and it's not too thin. Let's just go over the specs real quick. First of all, made in the USA, of course. So decreased snag factor, one of the first things I say. I'm just going to go through the specs and offer my thoughts. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have a long broomstick, you're going to be catching it on more spots. This still allows you to brace it against stuff and grip it to relieve your fatigue when you're carrying your rifle for a long period of time, and also allows you to brace against it. Some people prefer to activate a flashlight with an offset light mount like this. Yeah, vertical grip that's small is definitely a good accessory to consider. I'm not saying you have to have it, just look at what you need and what your needs are, and be honest if you're getting it for a cool tactical accessory or you're actually getting it with a real use in mind. But it's not that much money to just try and see if you like it, and if not, return it. And if you're considering vertical grip companies, companies that are making vertical grips, BCM should definitely be on the list. And I like this profile over here. The forward angle that they're writing, the second comment, is definitely a more natural wrist angle, and you're not straining your wrist as being straight. You're not straining your wrist, just cupping the handguard normally, and you have a chance to have a little bit more of a break in your grip that doesn't strain your wrist as much. You can do a reverse angle, like we said, to be more of a hand stop. Definitely the large clamping stuff over here, these teeth, will hold the rail much more securely and prevent it from slipping. And then you have these knobs over here. If you can see, these will also sit in your rail. So you have almost like 4 points of contact, I want to say. You also have these two over here, so it's holding it all securely in one secure, tight package, so it doesn't fall out. It's 1.9 ounces. Yeah, super light. I mean, even though it's plastic, it definitely feels rugged, and I have no concern about this at all breaking. I mean, this is not gonna come apart at all. You'll need a torque screw, and what we're going to go ahead and install it, and then show you guys how it looks like, what type of grip I'll adopt with it, and what my thoughts are overall. So stand by. Okay, so we've gone ahead and installed it with some Loctite, and it's sitting there pretty securely now. I opted to put it up a little bit forward just because the grip that I'm going to adopt is a little easier there with activating the light, as opposed to if it was a little bit more back. And you can see the notch over here. The back of the vertical grip sits in this little notch over here, and the front remains a little bit open. Yeah, sits in pretty tight. Screwed it in with a Torx driver, applied Loctite at the screw, and the kind of grip it allows me to adopt is this kind of offset grip over here, where it's like a, let me do it from the back so you guys can see. There you go. You guys can see I use the vertical grip to brace above. With this knuckle, I can easily activate my light, and my thumb is just sitting up here, but it can sit aligned over here. Depends on, whatever is feeling at that moment. Generally, I don't want to crank my hand around like this. I like this sort of classic style grip where you're cupping the handguard, but I do want to brace against a vertical grip as well. And I can also go like this, but I won't be able to reach my light. And then this is just more of if I'm fatigued, I need to hold it. That's when I would hold it, or if I want to drive the weapon into someone. For example, guys that are making room entry, they want to have their rifle in a high ready position, and then as soon as they storm into that room, they can drive that barrel of the muzzle into anybody that doesn't require shooting. So that's also a good idea behind. It's a good reason for vertical grip as well. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Definitely elevates that cool factor if that's something that you guys are into. But for me, I mean, it's not really a cool factor issue. It's just a pretty functional piece of kit that really makes a difference in terms of activating the weapon light, overall control of the weapon, increasing the kind of actions I can perform with a weapon, increasing the versatility of it without making it too much of a signature for a snag. Definitely a low profile, nice option that I like. Nice grippy texture, and I like it more than a hand stop because, again, you do have the option to hold it in your hand and drive it, and then also you can use it to brace against things, and in case of fatigue, you have to hold it up for long periods of time. That's also a good thing to have. So I'm going to close it out at that. Again, thanks to Bravo Company for sending us this to try out. We really appreciate it, and I think I look forward to updating you guys on how it works, how it holds up. I'm sure it'll be just fine on this rail. Again, it's not a classic quad rail that you usually see people mounting their vertical grips on, but I'm sure the rail will hold up great, and the vertical grip will hold up great too. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. And again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. That definitely helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.